Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to explore the genetically modified tick to help out with the World Economic Forum's plan. Now, guys, supposedly, not supposedly, but there is a new tick disease, and not that new, probably about 2017 or 15, a new tick disease that's been around for a while. So again, not new, but it's actually in the tick saliva. And this disease, if you will, changes, I guess, your DNA maybe, or maybe just changes your stomach's enzymes to no longer process red meat. So, of course, guys, you get bit by this tick, you develop this disease, and now you no longer can eat red meat. Find it interesting, guys, that this is on deck, or on par rather, with the World Economic Forum's they don't want us eating red meat anymore. Because that's what they've been pushing. They've been pushing bugs, synthetic meat, 3D meat, and cultivated meat, lab-grown meat. They've been pushing this for the last year and a half, 2 years now, and they've been mentioning this for the last 5. But now here we go, probably around the same time they started to mention us eating fake meat or bug meat or that Impossible Burger crap. They got this new disease that's starting to infect more people. That's allowing them, or that's not allowing them to eat red meat. Now, supposedly 400,000 Americans are allergic to red meat now, and more are to come. The name of this is called alpha-gal syndrome. So alpha-gal syndrome is a syndrome where you are allergic to red meat and you can no longer eat it. Again, guys, I was ready to give up camping because I love red meat and I'm not giving it up. But obviously, if you're to get sick with this, your body's going to give it up for you. You're not going to have the choice. You're going to be like, shit. You'll eat it and you'll probably, puke it up, whatever it is. But still, guys, I find it interesting, again, that this is on deck with them getting rid of red meat, with them blaming climate change and then saying, oh, cows have an impact on the environment. We got to get rid of cows. We got to get rid of all red meat. And then here comes this tick making you allergic to it, which is in turn, guys, going to make less people buy it, which is going to drop the market for red meat if more and more people start to become allergic to it. Now, 400,000 Americans is a lot of fucking people, guys, to be allergic to red meat and be allergic to red meat because of a tick. Now, this alpha-gal protein, if you will, that's the protein that's in red meat. It's not in eggs, fish, poultry, vegetables, obviously. But some reason, a bug that has this protein in it, a red meat protein, if you will, has this protein in it, is now transferring it over to people so that they don't eat meat. Now, there's always been the theory that ticks carry Lyme disease, and Lyme disease was genetically modified from that island here in Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken, Lyme Island or some shit like that. So there's always been that theory. But now that we're looking at this tick, now the Lone Star tick is the tick that's producing this protein, this alpha-gal protein. So the Lone Star tick is predominantly in Texas or Southwest, if you will. It's not up here yet. Obviously, it will make its way up here because it's a tick and they can live in any fucking environment. But still, guys, my point is that I'm drawing a conclusion. This is still a theory. It's not proven. I'm just going out on a limb because I'm catching both of these at the same time. And I noticed this a couple of years ago when they mentioned this this alpha-gal syndrome and this alpha-gal protein. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. They can't eat red meat. But now the more I start entertaining the World Economic Forum and their bullshit, and I'm starting to see their plan unfold, and they're not even being quiet about it. They're just fucking doing everything and anything under the sun to fuck us. I'm like, this could be one of those things. This could be something they released that, of course, guys, the World Economic Forum and all of those elite corporations or groups, rather, or organizations, they play the long game. We, humans, and I'm talking about all of us, we play the short game. So a lot of us will go, why are they doing this? Why this? Why that? These people play the long game. They have their little committee meetings or the little organization meetings, and they sit there and go, well, in 15 years, we'll be able to get people to do this. We'll be able to get kids and convince these kids that they are part of the LGBT group and that they are transgender and non-binary. We can do this if we put this in the mix. It'll take 10, 15, maybe 20 years, but it'll get it done. Look where we are. We got fucking boys fucking running around wearing dress and talking about their Disney princesses. Again, my point is, guys, they play the long game with a lot of shit. And when they try to play the fast game, too many questions are raised, i.e. Mr. 19, COVID. They try to play that too short, or they try to play the short game on that, too many questions were raised. They try to play the short game on the arm ticket, too many questions were raised. But when they play the long game, people are just sitting there going, well, that's just society, you know, developing and getting worse or getting better or whatever it is. But they try to rationalize it from a longer perspective as to, oh, this is just how it is. They go, oh, okay, you know, it is what it is. But when you play the short game, everybody starts questioning it. So obviously, guys, they're playing a long game with a lot of shit, and they're going to be playing a long game with a lot of things like losing our firearms, losing our freedoms. I mean, we lost a lot of our freedoms, but we're going to lose a lot of them very soon, and again, over time. And before you know it, by the time we're in our 60s or 70s, we won't be able to see shit. So anyway, guys, this is just something to put in the back of your head. I think that we're definitely headed down this road with more things to come and more things to screw us over in the long run. This is one of those things. Another genetically modified tick that allows you, or that doesn't allow you to eat red meat. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.